Guys, if you could each take it, you obviously had the exhibition for the warm-up, but how is the feeling in the locker room? How's the feeling among the team going into an actual real game?
We're really excited. We can't wait to play. Everyone's just ready to play. We focus in practice, trying to get ready for all the games that's coming, and the season's just right around the corner now.
Yeah, basically the same thing. Everybody in high spirits, just getting ready for the upcoming games, trying to be prepared.
For both of you, some guys talked about this a couple of weeks ago about you guys maybe had your own kind of team meetings about stressing the beginning of the season because you know how much that impacted the end of your season last year, not getting to the postseason because of the rough parts in November, December. How can you kind of give some insight into what you guys have talked about amongst yourselves? And did you guys realize how big a beginning of the season is after it hurt you at the end of last year?
After last year, the 2 games in the beginning basically hurt us. And like now before the games, we always say 2 games so we can get ready and be prepared to start it off right.
Like what he said, we always talking about just preparing ourselves from the get-go, from the start, just getting ready for the games from the start, so in the end we have a better result.
What 2 games? Stony Brook.
Stony Brook, and I want to say the Wyoming game.
So they're still kind of always in your head?
Yeah.
TJ, a lot's been made. Obviously, the ball handlers on this team. Do you feel like you guys are pretty confident in your point guard rotation now with as many as 4 or 5 guys that can handle the ball?
Yeah, everybody can go. Just get it off the glass and everybody run the lane or whoever get it. Yeah, basically can go. So we feel pretty confident about it.
That's for sure. If we get the rebound 1 through 3, I feel like any of us can bring up the ball and run the plays.
You guys are going to be starting the season with another significant injury with Key being out for a while. It's kind of been the norm around here the past couple of years. How do you guys deal with that among the locker room? You know, not only when one of yourselves get hurt, but just when you know a key player is going to be out for a while.
We just got to stay positive and just keep encouraging high spirits and just pray for safeness and safe health and be strong throughout the season because those are unfortunate.
TJ, you've actually gone through it.
Yeah, it's always tough to lose a player, but it's just you got to stay in high spirits and just be able to play and next man up basically. But it'll be good for him to come back pretty soon.
For both of you, following up on Key a little bit, he's obviously a big personality. How has he kind of handled this news, and have you seen a dip in personality or energy in the locker room since he's been around?
It's the same personality in the locker room. I know he might be a little sad that he can't play, but he's still trying to keep good, positive spirits and talking to us on the sideline, trying to be like a coach now. He always talking to us, talking to me, just giving us advice.
Yeah, you turned into Coach Key now. Yeah, Coach Key.
AJ, obviously, with this being your second year, just how would you describe the confidence going into your second season, along with the cohesiveness you have with this group?
I have more confidence now because I have experience and I know what it's like to be a freshman and go through all the challenges. And I feel much more confident because I've been working on my game a lot and I know kind of what's coming now. And I just got to teach the freshmen and people that haven't been through the system yet how it goes.
With Key out, obviously you got some guys now maybe get more time, especially that 4 position, particularly if you guys want to win small with Keyshawn down there. What did you get, what we saw out of Jalen the other night, is that something that you guys have been seeing a lot in practice? And what do you think about him kind of starting off the year here and what he can bring to this team?
I just love Jalen game, real outstanding. He plays hard on both ends. And what he brought the other day was really exciting.
Yeah, he brings that every day at practice, the high energy, getting rebounds, setting good screens, and just he's always focused in practice. So I knew that he was going to come out and do what he has to do.
How would you rank as a dunker compared to Keyshawn?
A dunker compared to Keyshawn? I mean, they both got extremely high bounce, so I can't compare who has a higher bounce right now.
When you guys go through something like you did last year with the injuries and you only got 7 at the end of the year, did you guys have to change anything up in preparation, practice, training to try to avoid some of these injuries in the future?
I guess just going hard in the weight room and building strength, I guess. But sometimes injury just happens out of the blue. You can't really control how it happens.
AJ, as a sophomore, you'd still be considered a leader, I feel like, at this point because of everything that you went through last year. How do you tell some of these younger guys, especially those freshmen that come in here, you guys aren't really getting any recognition on the outside? You guys understand how capable you guys are to be able to do well this season. How do you kind of tell them to ignore all that stuff?
We just work so hard that we just kind of forget about all that. We just focus on what's ahead of us and listen to our coaches and just be focused because we're always going to be an underdog, I feel like, and we just got to play like it and show people what we really got and how we can really play.
For either you guys, Frank mentioned before the exhibition that he was approaching that from a coaching standpoint a little bit differently than last year. With the way y'all started last year, the regular season, I was wondering, do y'all sense anything different in the approach, whether it's been preparation or mentality, the message to you guys going into this season opener versus last year?
Not really. It's basically the same mentality, same way coach gonna coach every time. So he really not gonna change at all. It's just we got different lineup, different people. We deeper this year, so that's probably about the biggest difference.
For either of you, I know you touched on it in the opening question, but just what's the best part about opening night and starting a season?
It's the excitement. We can't wait to play first game of the season. And it's just all the nerves, all the hard work that you put in during the off season is just about to come and show in front of everyone.
Oh, yeah, basically what AJ's saying, especially for the freshmen and a lot of us that didn't play last year, get to show what we've really been working this summer and through the preseason.
AJ, when you're out there, what's it like when you have the different point guards next to you? Like, what's it like when you're playing with TJ compared to what's it like when you're playing with Jair, and how you kind of complement each other's games?
That's kind of tricky. I'd say they both can run the show real well. TJ's an up fast, tempo kind of guy, likes to push the ball. Jair is more of like a smooth player, just play with his tempo. They're both really good point guards, can get people involved, and they both can shoot it. So I like playing with both of them, and it's going to be a great season.